Today we're talking about the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card. If you want a credit card that gives you hotel elite status and free nights at Marriott properties, you might think this card is exactly what you need. But what looks like valuable hotel benefits might actually be costing you thousands of dollars in missed opportunities every single year. So in this video, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the Marriott Bonvoy card, and later in the video, I'll explain why this card might not be the right fit. I'll also go over the top features of the card so you can make a highly informed decision. By the way, I'm Jordan, and between this YouTube channel and my website, I've helped hundreds of thousands of Canadians save hundreds of millions of dollars just by using credit cards. So let's get into it, starting with the welcome bonus. Right now, the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card is offering up to 110,000 Marriott Bonvoy points, but you'll want to pay close attention to how those points break down. You get 65,000 points after spending $3,000 in your first 3 months, which is a decent bonus off the bat. And if you're a heavy spender, there's also a 30,000 point bonus for spending $20,000 in your first year, plus another 15,000 points if you make a purchase between months 15 and 17. Now, I value Marriott Bonvoy points at 1 cent per point, so that initial 65,000 point bonus alone is worth around $650, which is pretty impressive for a card with such a low annual fee. You also earn 5 Marriott Bonvoy points per dollar spent at Marriott properties, which makes sense given that it's a co-branded hotel card. And then you earn 2 points per dollar on everything else, including gas, groceries, dining, and whatever else you buy. And so on the surface, these earn rates might seem pretty strong, especially the 2 times the points on everyday spending. But here's where you need to keep your expectations in check. These are Marriott Bonvoy points we're talking about, not flexible rewards that you can transfer to a variety of airlines or other hotel programs. And so you're essentially locked into the Marriott ecosystem when it comes time to redeem them. But now let's dig into the travel perks, because this is really where hotel co-branded cards are supposed to shine. The Marriott Bonvoy American Express card gives you complimentary Silver Elite status with Marriott, which includes benefits like priority late checkout, enhanced room upgrades when available, and a 10% points bonus on your stays. Now, Silver status sounds nice, but in reality, it's also the lowest tier of Marriott's Elite program. The room upgrades are subject to availability, which means you'll often be disappointed, especially at popular properties during peak seasons. Now, the card does also give you a free night award every year after your card member anniversary, which sounds like a great perk on paper. But here's the fine print. That night is only valid at properties that cost up to 35,000 Marriott Bonvoy points. And while that may seem generous, in practice, it won't get you into most premium hotels or high-demand downtown locations. So you're usually looking at mid-range Marriott properties, think suburban courtyards or lower-tier alofts, especially if you're trying to redeem in big cities or during high season. So while it is decent value if you can use it wisely, the real-world flexibility of that free night is still fairly limited. There's also the annual 15 Elite Night credits, which help you progress toward higher elite status tiers, but here's the reality check. To reach the next meaningful status level, which is gold, you need 25 elite nights. So even with the 15 nights you get from this card, you still need to stay 10 additional nights at Marriott properties in order to reach gold status. And for most people, that's a significant commitment to a single hotel chain. So now that you understand all the perks, the real question becomes, who actually benefits from this card? Well, in my view, the card makes the most sense for someone who stays exclusively at Marriott properties at least a few times a year. It could also make sense if you really value that Silver Elite status, and if you don't mind being locked into the Marriott ecosystem in terms of where you earn your points. And it might also work if you're someone who travels frequently for business and your company has a preference for Marriott properties. If that's the case for you, then you'll be able to rack up those elite nights much more quickly, and you can hit gold status a lot sooner than you otherwise would. But this card isn't necessarily the best fit if you want flexibility in how you redeem your rewards. It may also not be the right choice if you're looking to maximize the value of every dollar you spend, or if you only stay at hotels occasionally. But the biggest overall issue with this card is that it locks you into a single hotel ecosystem. And don't get me wrong, Marriott definitely has a massive global footprint, but limiting yourself to a single ecosystem means that you'll often miss out on better properties, better rates, or simply better locations because you're committed to earning and redeeming your points with Marriott. And the Silver Elite status is nice to have, but in reality, it doesn't provide that many real-world benefits. Room upgrades with Silver Elite status are rare, the points bonus is pretty modest, and the late checkout is often available to anyone who simply asks at the front desk. So you're essentially paying an annual fee for elite status that doesn't dramatically enhance your hotel experience. The annual free night award is capped at 35,000 points, which severely limits where you can actually use it. In major cities and at premium properties, 35,000 points often won't even cover a basic room, which leaves you to either pay out of pocket for the difference or settle for less desirable desirable accommodations. So look, the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card delivers on its basic promise of providing hotel-related benefits and elite status. But if you don't fit the specific demographics that the card is designed for, then you're going to want to go with another card. Fortunately, there are plenty of other cards out there for Canadians, and many of them offer better earn rates, more flexible redemptions, and perks that might match your travel patterns more closely. So to learn which Canadian credit card is best specifically for your needs, watch this video next.